Hello everyone, welcome to yet another podcast on our channel Cricket Blitz. I'm sure you're enjoying our previous videos and welcome back to yet another podcast and we earnestly request you to please like, share and subscribe if not done already. Alright, let's get started. Our discussion today will be on the upcoming new talents in the Indian cricket team. And to do so, I'm joined by two of my guests, Saptarshi and Abhishek. Welcome guys. Let's get started. Alright. And my first question, and I would like to go to Saptarshi for that. So, Saptarshi, my question would be uh, Don Bradman to Steve Smith, Sunil Gavaskar to Sachin Tendulkar to Virat Kohli. Yes, we are talking about the hierarchical aspect. Who are, according to you, the young talents in the Indian cricket team who can fill in those big boots of, let's say, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, these guys? And what unique abilities do they bring to the table? Your thoughts on that, please.
See, first of all, Virat Kohli, these are once in a generation players, to be honest, and it's not easy to replace these players overnight. Virat didn't um, substitute Sachin overnight, neither did Sachin come in place of Gavaskar overnight. It's a process in which you have to trust and all the hard work put in, and one day the results will definitely show up. Yeah, definitely. I mean, India have a lot of talent in the upcoming batches. I mean, India are already playing with a lot of young players like Shubman Gill has been playing there for quite some time. Riyan Parag is getting his chances now. Ruturaj
Yeah,
Gaikwad has been in and out of the squad. Ishan Kishan has played quite a bit of cricket for India in the limited overs. Then even in the bowling front, if we discuss, we've got Arshdeep Singh, who was phenomenal in the recently concluded T20 World Cup. Then we have got a couple of young bowlers in IPL also who have recently come in the Indian setup, though maybe not played that much. Harshit Rana, he got a call up in the Sri Lanka series. Then Washington Sundar is still young, and I think he's not yet played to his potential. He has got a great talent. We saw how well he batted in Gaba, also against England in the test at Chennai and Ahmedabad. So I think he's got a great deal of talent with the bat. Maybe he needs to hone his talent a bit more with the ball in hand, but he's a pretty decent talent. Then even in the as a wicket keeper, I think we have got Dhruv Judel. He played excellently in that India England series, and we saw a lot of debutants in that series. I mean, Sarfaraz Khan played so well. Jaiswal has already made a big name for himself. So I think India has got quite a bit of talent. But if you ask me, I mean, who can be the exact replacements to them? That's gonna be a bit difficult to answer as of now. I mean, Shubman Gill has been seen as that big name for India going forward. Maybe the three format player, that
right.
star boy, poster boy of Indian cricket. But I think still he has not yet played to his potential, and there's still a lot to come from him. I hope he does well. Also, there are a couple of other good talents, and let's see how it pans out for the Indian cricket team in the next few years. But as of now, they have a
Yeah,
lot of talent.
I think we missed one name here, Rinku Singh. He can be a really good
Yes,
potential
I mean
finisher.
definitely. Yeah, I mean he's made a name for himself ever since he hit those five sixes in the last over against Gujarat Titans in IPL. I mean, and then also the way he played for India in the T20 internationals, and I think it was a bit heartbreaking for him that he didn't get a call up in the T20 World Cup squad. But I mean, there's a lot of years left for him, and he will definitely get his chances more, and he will do justice to his talent. To be honest.
Yeah. Okay then. Thanks, Saptashi, for your thoughts on that. Now I would like to go to Abhishek for my next question. Abhishek, my next question to you would be: so uh, there's plethora of leagues going around. You have got, I mean, you can you have more tournaments, I think, or more formats than ever you can think of. So how do you think these domestic leagues or tournaments, the current training methods, how efficient are they, or how well can they succeed in helping team India, or rather any team for that matter, shape their new talents? How effective are these methods exactly, Abhishek?
I don't see a much change in the methods, training methods, if you could tell, that was devised for batting, bowling, and fielding, which I saw, which was 20 years ago. Still, the same method is followed. Then the question
mm,
comes that why the new talents are not able to play that well, because with the earlier players could, like all the players, and talking about leagues, all the players play the IPL, all the players, like if you
mm,
tell Gill, Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, everybody is playing IPL, but it is not. In my view, not helping them score much or succeed in the international level. So I don't think it is currently it is helping much to them, these leagues and these training methods. Yeah, I would say that the fielding method under the leadership of
yeah,
coach T. Dilip has improved a lot, but still, I think it is not helping much. So, and it's not about the fielding methods and drills. It is up to the players who have to perform to their potential. I would like to name a few players, like here, because the question came that about the next generation of Indian cricket. After so
mm,
now the current two stalwarts of Indian cricket are Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So after them, like a lot of hype was made. I would like to name few. I think Shreyas Iyer. I think in
mm,
2022, around he told that he wants to bat at number three in T20s. He told, and he told that dot balls was a crime, but I don't know, indicating whom he called. So let's leave that. But later it turned
Yeah, a
out
lot of
that
memes. Jailer Saab, I remember.
yes,
mm,
and later it turned out that he has a huge means shortcoming playing short ball. So we could
yeah,
tell that playing short ball is a crime for him, and nowadays playing a good cricket is a crime for him. So I don't know when he will play a good cricket, and it is then coming to Shubman Gill. I think he has got ample amount of chances, and I have not seen recently any matches he has finished for Team India. So I think, and I would like to add a few more points. You could see that still the big players are only finishing the games for India. Beat Virat Kohli with beat Rohit Sharma in the World Cup. You could see
the prime
against
example
Australia.
this time, Rohit Sharma helping Team India. I mean, they lost the series, but he was the one who stood out.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it was
others all looked at sea against the spinners.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like when Rohit Sharma was batting, it was looking that India was playing on a different track, and when he got out,
mm,
like it was
correct.
like pitch was turning, ball was moving, like everybody was dancing. So I don't know that why we are not performing, and also some selection issues are also we should consider. The last time when India played in South Africa, I think where is that Sai Sudarshan? Where is Rajat Patidar? He was given one chance where he looked fluent in that 16 ball or a 22 or something around. He looked very fluent, very Sanju Samson. He has a decent record in ODI and as a century. So selection issues is also a major concern for Team India right now, which I'm seeing, especially in the ODI format, because that is the last format India has played recently. So T20 is India is now a very strong team now, but in the longer formats, I have a huge reservation on how the players are playing, and we have to look forward to it. And the thing that the young players needs to step up big time, because after Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, and even Hardik Pandya, I don't remember recently anybody delivering a big performance in any international matches. If you were telling that Shreyas Iyer played that 100 in semi-final, he got a solid start from the top three. Then only he could play, and we could all saw what happened in the final. So in the final also only Kohli, Rohit Sharma, the big names performed. Same goes with the T20. So I have a serious doubt on India's future without these two.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Abhishek, for your insights on that. And which brings me to my next question. So, Saptashi, 5 years or let's say 10 years down the line, definitely many of these players, I think 60 to 70% of these players who are in the current squad, they won't be there, and that makes challenges even more challenging for the upcoming generation of Indian cricket team. And there comes the role of senior players, of course, and the coaching staff. So, and my question to both of you, first, I would like to go to Saptarshi. What role does coaching play in helping players groom themselves and preparing them for tough situations? Saptarshi.
See, I think the coach has a great role to play. So, I mean, maybe he doesn't play that much of a role during matches like in football, but behind the scenes, he has a lot of work to do, especially working on the players' weaknesses. And also, not just the coach, I think coach and data analysts these days, because these days, most of the teams rely a
Agreed.
lot on
Agreed.
data to find the weaknesses of opponents and strengths. Also, they plot everything. They rely a lot on
Matchups.
numbers, and I think that's where the role of coaches and data analysts becomes so important. Also, coaches have to sometimes uplift the team a bit, maybe instill a sense of confidence in the team. And we have seen, I mean, under Bharat Arun, how much India's bowling, particularly the pace bowling unit, how much it developed. I mean, 10 years back, when we went to overseas tests, we were just washed away. I mean, people smashed us around for 500, 700. I remember 2011, 2014, people scored hundreds, 200s for fun against us. And now, I mean, even the foreign teams, England, Australia, all these teams, uh, respect the Indian bowling lineup, to be honest. And Bharat Arun has a great hand behind that. I mean, even Gary Kirsten, he was a great
Yeah,
coach. We have seen him play a great role in the 2011 World Cup win. And also, I mean, even when he was with Gujarat Titans, I mean, twice he played a great role. So I think coaches have a great role to play. Stephen Fleming has had such a success story with the Chennai Super Kings.
absolutely.
So definitely, I mean, coaches have a great role to play both in the technical and strategic aspects of the game, and also the maybe the mental aspects of the game. Sometimes you just need to understand how you need to train a player. Not all players will be of the same caliber, but you need to treat them differently and treat them the way they need to be treated, and then bring the best out of a player.
All right. All right. Abhishek, my question to you, just the same question, only aspect being the senior players. How do senior players help juniors?
Senior players could help juniors only when juniors can ask them, isn't it? I remember, I
Agreed.
remember Gavaskar telling that now, but nowadays nobody comes to him to ask anything, which wasn't the case 20 years ago. So it's
I
all.
think Shoaib Akhtar also said the same thing. So it's
Yes.
been something that senior players often say. Yeah,
But
please continue.
with him, then players will be using more drugs and painkillers rather than learning fast bowling. So that's a different case. So the main point is that see, in Rohit Sharma you have the greatest, one of the greatest players of pull shot in the Indian
Hmm.
team, and you have Shreyas here who's struggling a lot. I think example, but instead of doing that ads, baat to sahi hai and other stuff, you should focus on playing those pull shots perfectly on Rohit Sharma. But easy discuss Shubman Gill. Technique wise, I saw a lot of flaws in him. He plays with a lot of uh, hard hands. So can't he discuss with Virat Kohli because he's touted to be the next Virat Kohli? But I don't see even 0.0009% of skills in him what Virat Kohli used to possess. So they should stop first of all doing some ads and then they should ask senior players. Some prime examples are Suresh Sharma asking Ganguly in the 2014 World Cup about those which
Right.
improved his performance. Yunus Khan taking tips from Azharuddin. And Azharuddin saying तू उछलता बहुत है उतना उछल क्यों रहा है. Then he maintained his balance and scored a 200 at Oval. So these are the prime examples. Unless you ask and take the tips from senior and don't bring much ego to the game. And I think nowadays youngsters have a lot of ego and they feel very bad to ask to seniors, which shouldn't be the case. So these things should be kept down, and they should try to learn. IPL, I see that lot of players, like young players who didn't get a chance in the Indian team, they tried like they talk with players like Dhoni, Kohli, and other players. But international while
Yeah, I
training, the
mean,
video,
I would like to add to that. Rishabh Pant, he was seen discussing a lot with guys like, say, Ricky Ponting or someone like Saurav Ganguly. So these things happen. Yeah.
yes, but I don't see the same in the while training in the footages comes right. I don't see the same thing in the training sessions. So and if I don't know if they ask in the dressing room, but the skills are certainly learned or reflected in the youngsters. So these things I don't think. they should ask. They should step up and ask. And I don't know why they are not doing it, but they should do it. Yeah.
Yeah, well summarized, Abhishek. I think just I would like to add one point that I think learning is a two-way process, and unless the juniors are proactive in approaching the seniors, seniors themselves aren't sufficient to help them. And yeah, I mean, as long as the point you mentioned, ego does play a part. I mean, you have to leave ego aside, and you need to be as humble and as proactive as possible, especially in your starting years, if you are to emerge as a player. All right, guys. Thank you so much for that. I think we have had a pretty good discussion. We will be back with even more exciting content. Please let us know your suggestions on our videos. Please keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.